Hi everyone. So today's tip comes from the back garden. Basically, we are talking today about how ball position with your driver can actually change dependent on what your current angle of attack is. Now, obviously, sometimes if you haven't got a machine to double check that, it's hard to know exactly what your angle of attack is, but I'm going to give you some ideas now on what it might be. So if you are somebody who slices the ball, so in other words, it's either starting left, finishing right at target, or starting on the target, finishing right, or starting right, going further right, your tendency is going to be that you hit down on the shot. There's also a good possibility you've struck it off the heel, which could mean you've swung a little bit out to in. When I say could, obviously you could hit the ball off the heel if you swing with a perfectly straight path into the ball. That's possible. But the likelihood is that you've hit down on it and come across it. So how do we maybe alter ball position to ensure that we hit up on the shot? So one of the things that I hear and see is that the ball should be positioned just inside my left heel. And that's what we've heard for years. Now, one of the things that I've done recently with people, again, working with a TrackMan, ball position fluctuates around, and I'll show you why. So for the person who hits down on it too much, what I tended to do is put the ball either off the heel itself or even off the instep. So straight away, provided you make sure you keep your weight in the correct position and don't go this way to follow the golf ball, automatically your angle of attack will change. You will go from maybe hitting down on it to certainly getting close to either hitting level or up on it, which is going to reduce that slice quite significantly. The second one, what if the person's actually hitting up on it too much, which I do see. People will do what you call the drop kick, so they'll hit the ground before the ball and they'll hit up on it too much, potentially with that ball position of inside the left heel. So in which case I would then move it a little bit further back. Somebody's launching it too high as well, potentially. I will actually move the ball a couple of inches inside the left foot. I would tend to not go any further than that because that's going to potentially compromise the loft on the golf club and also where you're striking it on the face. So what I'm saying to you is really, ball position should not necessarily be as set as you want it. If you're a really good player, you might move the ball position around anyway, in terms of changing your trajectory, which I do as well, but I'm going to do that on a separate video. So in other words, if you are somebody who hits down on it, move the ball further forward. If you're somebody who hits up on it too much, maybe try putting the ball a little bit further back, but play around with it on the driving range and just see what happens. You've got all these different machines now at driving ranges, TrackMan range, Toptracer range. You should be able to get the data on how high you're launching the golf ball and how that's affecting how far it's going and the ball speed and things like that. Okay, hope you've enjoyed this tip. Leave a comment below.